The Huawei FreeBuds Pro 5 are a game-changing, mind-blowing upgrade that might just dethrone the Airpods Pro as your go-to earbuds, if you're willing to look beyond the Apple bubble. These things deliver unbelievable sound, insane comfort, and features that make you wonder why you've been settling for less all this time. All right, let's jump right in. For me, when it comes to true wireless earbuds, only two things really matter: killer audio quality. Because that's why we're here, to let that glorious music hit your eardrums, and a fit so perfect you forget you're wearing them. If your ears hurt after 15 minutes, or the buds keep slipping out mid-run, none of that premium sound matters. The Huawei FreeBuds Pro 5 absolutely nail both. Huawei has been obsessed with sound and comfort for years, and with the Pro 5, they've pushed it to another level. These are the most comfortable in-ears I've ever worn, and I'm someone who usually finds stem-style buds either painful or constantly falling out. They reportedly scanned over 10,000 ear profiles to shape these for the best possible fit, anchoring at all the common overlap points in the ear canal. Each bud weighs just around 5.5 grams, and they come with solid assortment of silicone tips in different sizes, and even materials. For me, the medium ones were spot on, but I swapped the smaller ones for workouts, and they stayed locked in during multiple 5K runs at a solid 430 per kilometer's pace. No slippage, no pain. I even took them to badminton sessions, yeah. Fringe use case, but they held up great while I was smashing shots. The feather hitting the racket sounded crisp too, but that's beside the point. And with that IP57 rating, sweat and dust? Not a worry. These are built for real life. Now, the charging case, it's premium all the way. My Sand Color Review unit has this stylish light gold vibe that's classy without being flashy. The case is a bit smaller and more rounded than the previous gen, super pocket-friendly. There's a front LED ring for charging status, a side button for pairing or reset, and a hidden hinge for that clean look. USB-C charging, plus wireless. Nice flexibility. But sound? That's where these buds really shine and make their case as the best AirPods Pro alternative for a lot of people, especially in 2026. The FreeBuds Pro 5 packs some serious tech. A third-gen audio chip with dual DSPs handling bass and highs separately to cut crossover distortion and noise. Dual DAC mode splits low frequencies from mids or highs for cleaner processing. Huawei claims 200% better crossover precision and 50% less DAC noise. On the codec front, if you got a Huawei phone, you get their L2HC 4.0 for up to 2.3 megabits per second and 24-bit per 48 kilohertz lossless. Even on other Android phones, LDAC at 990 kilobits per second sounds fantastic. iPhone users, still solid with AAC. The soundstage is wide and rich. I threw everything at them. My favorite jazz folk band, The Amazing Devil. The orchestration separation is incredible, every layer clear. DMB tracks, crank the sound bass preset, and it thumps without mud. Even old heavy metal like Judas Priest comes through detailed and punchy. Podcasts, calls, YouTube videos, cooking tutorials. Everything sounds great with minimal EQ fiddling. I love the Huawei Sound Classical preset with ANC on, but you got tons of presets, a 10-band custom EQ movie mode, gaming mode with low latency, super versatile. ANC is strong too. Huawei advertises up to 35 dB reduction, but real world, it crushes low rumbles, especially with a good seal. 4 modes. Smart dual core that adapts to your environment, cozy, general, ultra, plus awareness for transparency. It's not quite AirPods Pro level on every scenario, but it's darn close and often feels more natural. Head gestures for calls, nod yes, shake no, are intuitive and accurate. Touch controls are customizable. Swipe for volume, taps for play, pause or skip, hold for assistant. Works great. Battery? Huawei says 9 hours ANC off, 38 total with case. Real use with ANC, high-res audio, everything on? 6 to 7 hours per charge. Solid for a full day. Quick charge gets you full in about 30 minutes. Case does 4 to 5 full top-ups, wireless or wired. So, in 2026, are the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 5 still worth it? Absolutely. Especially if you're hunting for that true AirPods Pro rival, without the Apple tax. They sound phenomenal. Fit like a dream, handle ANC and calls well, and pack extras like spatial audio and real-time translation. Price around $229, often dipping lower on Amazon or international spots. They're a steal for performance. The big caveat for US folks: Huawei gear isn't as easy to grab stateside due to restrictions, but they're available on Amazon, big online retailers, and imports. Some features shine brightest with Huawei phone, but on Android or even iOS, you still get 90% of the magic. Pros: outstanding audio, strong ANC, all-day comfort, good battery, tons of customization, IP57. Cons: full lossless needs Huawei ecosystem. Availability might require extra effort in the US. If you're tired of the usual suspects and want something that punches way above its weight, grab these. They've been my daily drivers, and honestly, I don't see myself switching back anytime soon. What do you think? Ready to ditch your AirPods Pro for these? Drop a comment below. Hit like if this helped. Subscribe for more Real Talk Tech reviews. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.